A weathered lawman in leather vest with silver marshal's star stands silhouetted against a large window, polishing his badge while watching miners climb a mountain path. Rugged peaks loom behind a bustling frontier mining town, sulfur smoke drifting from mine shafts. Warm late autumn lighting, low-angle view from inside office, cinematic Western film, still, high quality, detailed. Interior of dimly lit saloon back room. A gruff man in dusty cowboy attire counts stacks of money on a wooden table. Rays of light pierce through window slats, illuminating floating dust particles. Marshal's badge visible through window reflection. Moody, atmospheric lighting. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Close-up shot of weathered hands holding a sepia photograph of a young woman with twin babies. Worn leather coat sleeve, gun belt visible at edge of frame. Background shows scattered bank robbery plans and money bags in shadowy room. Intimate camera angle, soft nostalgic lighting, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed, female saloon owner in elegant 1880s dress wipes down polished bar counter, observing patrons through mirror reflection. Rich wooden interior with brass fixtures, afternoon light streaming through windows. Sharp, intelligent eyes, lined face showing years of kept secrets. Wide establishing shot, warm amber lighting, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed, late afternoon sunlight streams through dirty windows into Marshall's office, illuminating floating dust particles. Lawman studies wanted posters at wooden desk, oil lamp casting shadows. Period-accurate 1880s office details, wooden filing cabinets, gun rack on wall. Intimate over-shoulder shot, dramatic lighting, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Side-by-side comparison shot of two men's faces, Marshall and Outlaw, highlighting their identical features. Wanted poster in foreground, window showing frontier town behind. Play of light and shadow emphasizing the mirror image quality. Dramatic close-up angle, stark lighting contrast, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed, tense scene in cramped back room as rugged outlaw lieutenant bursts through door, startling leader studying maps, oil lamps casting dramatic shadows, silver coins scattered across table, period-accurate 1880s outlaw hideout details, dynamic action shot, moody lighting, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Outlaw leader in trail-worn duster contemplates map of Silver City, mountains visible through window behind. Interior of hideout shows planning materials, weapons. Character's face shows internal conflict. Atmospheric shot combining interior and exterior elements. Golden hour lighting, cinematic Western film. Still high-quality detailed. Elegant saloon owner's private quarters with Victorian furnishings. Woman kneeling by exposed floorboards with old strongbox. Letters scattered around. Oil lamp illumination. Period-accurate 1880s decor details. Overhead angle showing room layout. Intimate lighting. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Close-up of hands writing identical notes on fine paper, ink pen, and emotional tears visible. Background shows letters, strongbox, old photograph of twins. Rich, period-accurate furnishings in lamplight. Intimate detail shot focusing on hands and writing, moody lighting, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. A weathered deputy stands in dusty afternoon light outside a stone mining office, watching suspicious men take notes. Guard towers and ore carts visible in background. Low-angle shot capturing both the deputy's concerned expression and the looming industrial architecture of the mine. Muted earth tones, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Silhouetted figure of Samuel Davis against a blood-red sunset, studying a frontier mining town from a ridge. Thompson Mine head frame towers in background. Wanted poster visible in foreground on wooden desk. Split lighting highlights his calculating expression. Dramatic composition, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Close-up shot of weathered hands touching silver locket and lamplight. Mary Wilson emerges from shadows of wooden porch, mysterious envelope extended. Moonlit desert town visible in background. Atmospheric lighting emphasizes secretive mood. Focus on emotional exchange between characters. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Two men in separate locations reading letters by oil lamplight. Split-screen composition. Marshal's office with badge and wanted posters. Hidden camp with bedroll and campfire. Mining sounds echo in background. Intimate lighting highlights emotional reactions. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Aerial shot of two identical riders on separate trails converging toward Tombstone. Dawn light casts long shadows across desert landscape. Jagged mountain peaks frame the scene. Dust trails follow both riders. Epic scope emphasizes destiny-driven journey. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Close-up of Jake Hawkins on horseback, troubled expression as he holds worn letter. Gun belt prominent, badge catching sunlight. Desert landscape stretches behind him. Focus on internal conflict visible in his features. Dramatic lighting emphasizes moral struggle. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Interior of dimly lit abandoned mine shaft. Samuel Reed hunched over map by lantern light. Gang members sleeping on rough bedrolls behind him. Mining equipment silhouettes visible. Atmospheric lighting creates shadows on cave walls. Intimate character study. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Wide shot of massive Thompson mine, head frame against sunset sky. Thomas observes through brass spyglass from elevated position. Two riders visible, approaching from opposite directions. Industrial mining architecture dominates composition. Golden hour lighting, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Portrait of weathered mine foreman Thomas. Brass spyglass in hand, standing against wooden mine building. Thoughtful expression captures weight of long-held secrets. Period mining equipment visible in background. Dramatic lighting emphasizes age and experience. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Elizabeth behind ornate saloon bar. Late afternoon light streaming through windows. Polishing glass reflects golden sunbeams. Period saloon details. Mirror, bottles, wooden fixtures. Tension visible in her expression as she watches street through window. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A lone rider in dark clothing traverses a narrow desert canyon. Steep red rock walls towering above. His horse's silhouette casts long shadows as heat waves ripple across the rocky terrain. Low-angle shot capturing the scale of the canyon walls. Dramatic late afternoon lighting with dust particles visible in sunbeams. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Close-up shot of weathered hands holding an ornate silver locket against leather riding gear. Fresh horse tracks visible in dusty ground, leading to a distant abandoned mining camp. Muted colors, overcast sky, focus on textural details. Sense of foreboding in composition. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Solitary figure in cowboy hat walking through abandoned ghost town at night. Moonlight illuminates broken windows and weathered wooden buildings. Inside the assay office, dusty scales sit frozen in time. Letter held in rough hands. Cool blue nighttime lighting with deep shadows. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Extreme close-up of handwritten letter with "Your brother wears a badge" in focus. Background shows Silver Sam's gang riding away from a smoking bank building in Fort Worth. Split composition showing parallel storylines. Warm sepia tones with dramatic lighting. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Interior of modest frontier home. Elderly woman at wooden table surrounded by scattered old photographs and documents. Warm lamplight illuminates her concerned expression as she sorts through memories. Period-accurate 1880s furnishings and details. Intimate framing with soft focus background. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Sweeping landscape shot of mountains at sunset. Two riders approaching from opposite directions on converging paths. Old silver mine entrance visible in middle ground. Dramatic clouds and lighting create symbolic divided composition. Rich colors and atmospheric depth. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Jake Hawkins on horseback entering Tombstone's main street, black duster coat billowing. Red dust coating his clothing and horse. Late afternoon sun casting dramatic long shadows across wooden buildings. Wide shot showing empty street and watching townsfolk. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Low angle shot through window of Deputy Thomas's office, showing townsfolk's fearful reactions as Jake passes. Grimy glass and wooden sidewalk details. Mothers clutching children, shopkeepers peering out. Strong contrast between shadow and sunlight. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Interior of Sheriff's office. Worn map spread across wooden desk. Deputy Thomas pointing to mountain passes while Jake studies wanted poster of Silver Sam. Oil lamps casting warm light on weathered faces. Close attention to period details and textures. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Mary Wilson's trembling hands holding cracked daguerreotype of twin baby boys. Old letters scattered across her lap and cedar chest. Afternoon light streaming through lace curtains. Intimate close-up capturing emotional moment. Rich period textures and details. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A weathered woman in a long cotton dress gazes through a dusty window of a rustic frontier cabin. Late afternoon sunlight streaming in, as a horse-drawn supply wagon kicks up dust on a distant mountain trail leading to the mines. Dramatic Western landscape with rugged peaks in background, warm golden hour lighting, side profile view through window frame. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A weathered bounty hunter in black leather dismounts his horse outside a wooden assayer's office, his silhouette stark against the autumn canyon walls of Silver City. Townsfolk scatter as his spurs glint in the fading light. Low-angle shot capturing his intimidating presence. Wind-blown dust, dramatic clouds. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Inside a dimly lit frontier office, an elderly assayer in wire spectacles nervously hands wanted posters to a rugged bounty hunter. Period furnishings, oil lamp casting shadows, wooden desk cluttered with papers and gold scales. Dust motes floating in shafts of light. Close framing, intimate tension. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Extreme close-up of a wanted poster showing a man's haunting eyes, held in leather-gloved hands. Weathered paper texture, rough sketch artwork. 5,000 dead or alive text prominent. Shallow depth of field with assayer's office interior blurred in background. Dramatic lighting from window. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A lone figure in worn trail clothes sits beside a smoky campfire in a rugged mountain mining camp at dusk. He studies a sepia tintype photograph, firelight reflecting off his contemplative face. Abandoned mine entrances visible in background. Moody lighting, intimate composition focusing on emotional moment. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Aerial view of a remote mountain mining camp nestled among rocky peaks. Multiple mine shaft entrances dot the slopes, connected by wooden scaffolding. Thin smoke rises from hidden campfires. Golden hour lighting casting long shadows. Rugged terrain, scattered mining equipment, sense of isolation and secrecy. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A charismatic outlaw leader addresses his gang of 15 hardened men in a torch-lit mine tunnel. Stolen goods and supplies visible in background. Low-angle shot emphasizing leadership presence while capturing uncertainty in his eyes. Dramatic shadows, warm lighting, gritty atmosphere. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Inside an elegant saloon bedroom, an elderly woman lies dying while a concerned saloon owner watches through the doorway. Period furnishings, late afternoon light streaming through lace curtains. Focus on the women's faces, showing worry and regret. Soft, intimate lighting. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A young widow in mourning clothes sits across from the bounty hunter in a frontier parlor, recounting her story. Tears on her face catch the lamplight. Victorian furnishings, daguerreotypes on walls. Medium shot capturing both characters' expressions. Moody interior lighting. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Samuel Thompson stands in shadow outside a frontier town at twilight, his face half hidden but green eyes striking. Snow beginning to fall, mountains looming in background. Dutch angle shot suggesting psychological tension. Dramatic backlighting, cold color palette. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. The bounty hunter discovers a yellowed letter in a candlelit records office, dust motes dancing in air. Close-up on weathered hands holding paper, Elizabeth Wilson's signature visible. Period details, filing cabinets, leather-bound books. Intimate lighting focused on the letter. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A weathered cowboy's trembling hands hold a worn letter in a dimly lit room, his face showing shock and disbelief. Through a window, a distant bank building is visible in Silver City's dusty main street. Low-angle shot capturing internal conflict in his eyes. Period. Accurate 1880s clothing and furnishings. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Lone rider in dark clothes leaves a campfire at dusk, silhouetted against purple mountains. His expression shows determination mixed with uncertainty as he guides his horse toward distant town lights. Camp tents and sleeping men visible in background, warm firelight contrasting with cool evening sky. Cinematic Western film, still, high quality, detailed. Elderly woman in white nightgown thrashes in bed, face flushed with fever. Catherine, a strong-featured woman in practical frontier dress, dabbles her forehead with cloth. Candlelight casts dramatic shadows in sparse bedroom, medical supplies scattered nearby. Close-up on anguished mother's face, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Lawman on horseback surveys destroyed outlaw camp from ridge, smoke rising from burned wagons below. Bodies of captured gang members led away by deputies. Snow-capped mountains in background, late afternoon light casting long shadows. Protagonist's face showing conflict beneath stern exterior. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Interior of mountain cabin hideout during tense meeting. Samuel Thompson stands apart from angry gang members, conflict evident. James Miller's hand hovers near gun. Firelight creates menacing shadows. Window shows approaching storm clouds. Medium shot capturing growing division among outlaws. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Samuel Thompson gallops through dark winter night, coat billowing. Behind him, James Miller aims revolver. Snow beginning to fall, moonlight reflecting off wet streets. Town buildings loom ahead in darkness. Dynamic action shot with dramatic lighting and motion blur. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Catherine's saloon interior, Elizabeth Wilson propped in chair near fireplace. Warm amber lighting, period accurate frontier saloon details. Citizens visible through windows hurrying past, some carrying rifles. Focus on dying mother's face showing desperate hope. Cinematic Western film still, high quality detailed. Lone rider navigating treacherous, snowy mountain path, wind whipping his coat. close-up on weathered tintype photo in his gloved hand. Dramatic vista of winter landscape and distant town below. Heavy clouds creating dramatic lighting. Camera angle emphasizing dangerous descent. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Split composition showing Samuel riding through snow-filled canyon while armed pursuers emerge from mist behind. Parallel scene shows Jake Wilson at bar, amber lighting highlighting troubled expression. Dynamic framing capturing dual storylines, tension evident in both scenes. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Close-up on Jake Wilson's scarred hands gripping whiskey glass, Catherine's concerned face reflected in mirror behind bar. Warm saloon lighting contrasts with cold blue light from windows. Stairs to upper floor visible in background. Intimate framing capturing emotional weight of moment. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Empty winter streets of an 1880s Western town at dusk. Swirling snow, wooden buildings with rattling shutters, warm light from scattered chimneys, armed men in shadows between buildings, sheriff's office with oil lamp glow, dramatic storm clouds gathering overhead, moody atmosphere, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Towering silver mine entrance against sunset sky casting long shadows, Victorian-era bedroom interior with oil lamps, elderly woman in period nightgown clutching leather journal, worn wooden furniture, lace curtains moving in wind, emotional lighting, intimate camera angle, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Young nurse in 1880s dress tending to elderly patient in rustic bedroom. Window view of Western town at dusk, medical supplies on bedside table, anxious expression, warm lamplight, man sneaking through snowy streets below. Abandoned horse in distance, atmospheric lighting, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Man in dark duster coat sneaking through narrow Western town alleyways, frost-covered wooden buildings, dramatic shadows, flashback overlay of bank robbery scene, mysterious bounty hunter figure in background, tense atmosphere, low-angle shot, moonlit environment, cinematic Western film, still, high quality, detailed, Victorian-era saloon back room, woman in period dress opening antique strongbox, scattered yellowed documents, sepia photographs, dusty floorboards, ray of light through window, intimate close-up shot, rich wooden textures, amber lighting, historical atmosphere, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Gang of riders approaching Western town at night, horses breathing steam and cold air, first gunshots flashing in darkness, dramatic silhouettes against stormy sky, frozen ground, dynamic action shot, multiple horsemen, atmospheric lighting, tension-filled scene, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Chaotic Western town gunfight scene, citizens rushing to cellars, bullets splintering wooden buildings, shattering glass, dramatic lighting from muzzle flashes, smoke and cold air, dynamic wide shot, multiple action points, atmospheric night scene, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Bounty hunter ascending dimly lit saloon stairs, hand on revolver, atmospheric lighting through windows, period-accurate clothing, thoughtful expression, flashback memories overlay, intimate camera angle, rich wooden textures, moody atmosphere, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Woman carrying strongbox following man up saloon stairs, tense standoff scene at top landing, period-accurate clothing and details, dramatic lighting from oil lamps, emotional expressions, intimate framing, atmospheric interior, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Two identical men in Western gear facing each other with drawn revolvers, woman between them holding matching photographs, elderly woman visible in bedroom doorway, emotional lighting, dramatic tension, intimate close-up shot, period-accurate details, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed, a weathered leather journal lies open on a woman's lap in a dim saloon, sunlight filtering through dusty windows, revealing yellowed pages with handwritten text. Outside, a dozen rough-looking cowboys with guns drawn surround the wooden building at dusk, their shadows long against the desert sand. Close-up shot focusing on the journal, with bandits visible through windows. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A weathered bounty hunter on horseback approaching a frontier town, black duster coat billowing, storm clouds and jagged mountain peaks in background, thunder lighting illuminating dramatic scene, rider's face partially shadowed under wide-brimmed hat, dusty main street ahead, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Close-up of rugged bounty hunter's boots and spurs on wooden sidewalk outside rustic Western saloon. Late afternoon light casting long shadows, worn leather and trail dust visible, Silver City storefronts and hitching posts in background. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Interior of dimly lit saloon. Patrons turning to stare at imposing figure wearing silver star badge. Amber light filtering through windows. Worn bar counter and mirror backdrop. Mix of fear and respect on onlookers' faces. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Mining town businessman in period attire at rough wooden bar. Whiskey glass in hand, expression of anger and desperation. Oil lamps casting warm glow. Bounty hunter listening intently in background shadows. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Outlaw leader crouched behind massive boulder, overlooking abandoned mining camp nestled in mountain valley. Men moving supplies below, dramatic storm clouds gathering. Golden hour lighting, wide establishing shot. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. William Wilson standing at summit mine. Overlook, determined expression. Men fortifying positions below. Dramatic mountain backdrop, storm approaching. Leader's commanding presence emphasized. Low-angle shot, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Intimate scene inside rustic cabin, elderly woman in bed, soft lamplight illuminating weathered face, period medical supplies on bedside table, window showing stormy sky beyond, muted colors and somber mood. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Fortified ghost town in Mountain Pass. Armed men positioning in abandoned buildings. Elizabeth Davis directing operations. Dramatic storm clouds, lightning flashes. Ammunition crates and supplies visible. Aerial perspective. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Elizabeth Davis in period dress supervising gang preparations. Fierce determination on face. Wind-whipping hair. Storm approaching. Abandoned mine buildings and armed men in background. Dramatic lighting. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Jake Thompson approaching mining camp on horseback. Storm clouds swirling overhead. Tense anticipation visible in posture. Abandoned buildings ahead. Dramatic mountain backdrop. Lightning illuminating scene. Wide cinematic shot. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. A weathered woman in nightgown strains to sit up in rustic cabin bed, looking through dirty window. Bounty hunter takes cover behind weathered ore cart, while armed man stands on wooden mill tower catwalk against stormy sky. Dramatic lighting, low-angle view. Capturing both men's positions, muted earth tones, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Two identical men in period Western wear face-off in Ghost Town Street during lightning storm. Close-up shot capturing their mirrored features. Sharp jaws, steel gray eyes. Same stance with weapons drawn. Heavy storm clouds, electric atmosphere, dramatic side lighting, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Wide shot of abandoned mining town with two armed men frozen in recognition. Mary Johnson visible in cabin window, mouth open in desperate cry. Lightning illuminates the scene as her words echo across empty buildings. Gothic atmosphere, deep shadows, rain beginning to fall. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Medium shot of William lowering his rifle, face pale with shock, while Jake rises from behind ore cart. Focus on their identical features as realization dawns. Elizabeth Davis watching from porch. Stormy sky, dramatic lighting highlights their expressions. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Interior cabin scene, dying woman on bed confessing to two identical men. Rain visible through window, candlelight casting dramatic shadows. Close up on Mary's weathered face as she reveals the truth. Period 18. 80s details. Emotional intensity, warm amber lighting, Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. William Wilson kneeling in muddy street, rain pouring down, lost in memories. Flashback elements subtly visible. Mother's face, children playing. Dramatic lighting from storm, focus on his emotional breakdown. Rich period details, atmospheric rain effects. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Jake Thompson approaching his twin, holstering gun, tears visible despite rain. Elizabeth Davis watching from distance. Focus on identical features of brothers as they process truth. Storm lighting, emotional intensity, period authentic clothing and weapons. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Close-up split shot of William and Jake's faces showing their mirrored features and complex emotions. Elizabeth Davis in background observing. Dramatic storm lighting highlighting their identical eyes. Gothic Western atmosphere. Rain-soaked period details. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Wide shot of brothers embracing in rain-soaked street while confused gang members watch. Mary Johnson visible in distant cabin window, smiling weakly. Lightning illuminates scene, dramatic composition, heavy atmosphere, period authentic details, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Dawn light breaking over ghost town as brothers sit talking on cabin porch. Period authentic clothing and weapons, signs of all-night conversation. Warm morning light contrasting with storm damage. Intimate character focus, rich Western details, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Two weathered cowboys on horseback outside a dusty mine entrance, one in a marshal's badge and one in handcuffs. Warm morning sunlight casts long shadows while a small group watches from distance. Mountain peaks loom behind the wooden mine structures. Emotional farewell scene, muted earth tones, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Ghost town Main Street at sunset. Two riders moving away from abandoned buildings. Wooden structures cast long shadows. Broken windows reflect orange light. Snow-capped mountains in background. Spring thaw creating muddy streets. Wide establishing shot. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Close-up of two identical brothers riding horses through mountain pass, one in lawman's clothes, other in prisoner's garb with shackles. Melting snow on rocky trail, overcast sky. Intimate framing captures their conversation, warm natural lighting, cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Four mounted deputies escorting prisoners through Aspen Grove. Golden leaves contrast with dark storm clouds over mountain peaks. Side angle showing prisoner gazing longingly at distant mountains. Autumn colors, dramatic lighting. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Packed territorial courthouse interior. Wooden benches filled with onlookers. Twin brothers standing before judge's bench. Sunlight streaming through tall windows. Period-accurate 1880s clothing and details. Documentary-style composition focusing on emotional testimony. Cinematic Western film, still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Dignified older judge in black robes behind carved wooden bench, delivering verdict to crowded courtroom. Warm lamplight illuminates his weathered face. Brothers stand side by side awaiting judgment. Intimate framing captures the tension. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Prison visiting room scene. Brothers separated by iron bars. One in marshal's badge, other in prison uniform. Harsh sunlight through barred windows creates dramatic shadows. Close framing emphasizes emotional connection. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Sepia-toned flashback scene. Young mother in 1850s dress holding twin babies outside humble cabin. Mining equipment visible in background. Soft, nostalgic lighting emphasizes emotional weight. Portrait-style composition. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Silver City Sheriff's Office exterior. New sign showing Sheriff Thompson. Prison visible on distant hill. Late afternoon light, busy street scene with townspeople. Wide establishing shot showing both buildings. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Prison cell interior. William reading letter by window light. Elizabeth's frontier homestead scene dissolves over image. Soft natural lighting, intimate framing captures contemplative moment. Double exposure effect, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Two rugged cowboys in their 40s sit at sunset sharing stories around a campfire. Weathered faces illuminated by flames, mountains silhouetted behind them, old photos and letters scattered between them. Emotional connection visible in their expressions. Desert scrub and Joshua trees in background. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Prison gates open at dawn as a reformed man in simple clothes walks to freedom. His brother waiting with two saddled horses. Dust motes catching golden morning light. Worn leather saddlebags bulging with possibility. Adobe prison walls and mountain range backdrop. Hope evident in their faces. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Aerial view of thriving cattle ranch nestled where pine-covered mountains meet golden prairie. Two brothers on horseback driving cattle. White ranch house and red barn prominent. Silver City visible in distant valley. Warm afternoon light casting long shadows. American flag flying proudly. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Two distinguished older men in clean ranchers' clothes inspect cattle. Their past lives as outlaw and bounty hunter invisible in their dignified bearing, prosperous ranch operation visible behind them, spring wildflowers dotting green pastures, weathered faces showing wisdom gained, morning light soft and forgiving, cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A lone rider approaches a decaying Western mining ghost town at dusk. Weathered wooden buildings with broken windows line the dusty main street. His horse's hooves echo on loose wooden planks. A dilapidated church spire rises in the background. Muted colors and deep shadows, low-angle shot from street level. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Dramatic sunset over rugged mountain peaks casting long shadows across an empty ghost town street. Rich crimson and gold light illuminates weathered building facades. A grizzled bounty hunter's silhouette touches his gun belt. Atmospheric dust particles visible in light beams. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. View through a broken church bell tower window. A rugged outlaw watches a rider approach below. Warm evening light streams through gaps in wooden boards. Dust motes float in sunbeams. Intimate close-up showing weathered hands on windowsill. Tension, evident in pose. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. A lone figure reads a mysterious letter in a shadowy church bell tower. Scattered rays of light pierce through holes in the tower's wooden walls. His gang's wanted posters visible on nearby walls. Emotional contemplation on weather-worn face. Medium shot emphasizing isolation. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Interior of a rustic frontier doctor's office. Dying woman on simple bed. Oil lamp casting warm glow. Period medical instruments on wooden table. Dust particles visible in shafts of late afternoon light through window. Intimate close-up of woman's face showing pain and determination. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Man dismounting horse before weathered church doors. Boots meeting gravel. Tension evident in posture. Gun belt prominent. Church facade showing decades of decay. Dramatic lighting from setting sun creating long shadows. Wide angle showing full scene scale. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. Two identical men facing each other in church bell tower. One lawman, one outlaw. Dramatic backlighting creating silhouettes. Dust particles floating in evening light beams. Emotional tension visible in body language. Medium shot emphasizing their mirror-like appearance. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Two men's silhouettes against sunset sky and church bell tower. Identical profiles highlighted by golden light, weathered wood and rusted bell visible in background. Emphasis on their uncanny resemblance. Dramatic upward angle, shot capturing western sky, cinematic western film, still, high quality, detailed. View through dirty window of doctor's office. Elderly woman being helped with tin cup by caretaker. Warm interior lamplight contrasting with dusk outside. Two identical figures visible at church in background. Intimate scene with focus on dying woman's face. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Three people in emotional scene. Twin brothers standing as dying mother tells her story. Oil lamps casting warm glow in simple room. Medical supplies and period details visible. Tears and recognition on faces. Intimate close-up capturing raw emotion and family connection. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Two rugged men in their 40s with identical storm gray eyes and strong jaws face each other in a dusty mountain mining town at sunset. Their weathered faces show dawning recognition as they stand among dilapidated wooden buildings. Dramatic lighting casts long shadows while golden light illuminates their similar features and stance. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Close-up portrait of two men sharing stories by lamplight in a rustic cabin. One wears a worn duster and outlaw gear, the other a bounty hunter's leather vest with badge. Their faces show emotional vulnerability as they speak. Warm, amber light highlighting their identical eyes. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Elderly woman in bed clutches hands of two rough-looking men who kneel on either side. Sunlight streams through cabin window, illuminating tears on their faces. Period 18. 80s furnishings, quilted bedding, and a cross on the wall visible in background. Intimate family moment captured. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic western film still, high quality, detailed. Two men stand silently at fresh grave, marked by wooden cross in morning light. Mountain backdrop, frost on ground. One's badge and other's guns lay discarded in foreground dust. Brothers wear period 1880s Western clothing, their faces showing quiet grief and resolution. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Wide shot of brothers working to restore old Western buildings in Silver City. One repairs roof, while other paints storefront. Period-appropriate tools and materials visible. Late afternoon light casts warm glow over the scene of renewal. Mountains loom in background. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Bird's eye view of bustling restored Silver City with mix of former outlaws and lawmen mingling on wooden sidewalks. Thompson brothers visible on Main Street, greeting newcomers. Period authentic 1880s. Western town details, horses tied at hitching posts. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Interior of restored church with Samuel addressing group of young men, while Jake stands supportively nearby. Sunlight streams through stained glass windows. Period-appropriate church furnishings and clothing. Warm communal atmosphere captured in scene. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Two brothers trudge through deep snow and mountain pass during rescue mission. Heavy winter gear, ropes, lanterns visible. Dramatic stormy sky and treacherous cliffs in background. Wind whips snow around them as they forge ahead together. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Brothers explore abandoned broken spoke mine entrance, sharing stories. Lantern light illuminates their faces in darkness. Mining equipment and timber supports visible. Period authentic 1880s. Mining details. Intimate moment between siblings captured. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Mary, young schoolteacher in period dress, writes brother's story while sitting at desk near window. Afternoon light illuminates paper and inkwell. Photos of Thompson brothers visible on desk. Classroom setting with period authentic 1880s details. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. Cinematic Western film still, high quality, detailed. A dusty Western town street at sunset, townspeople gathering to hear tales of heroic deeds, reformed outlaws helping citizens, warm golden light casting long shadows, dramatic angle showing both skeptical and admiring faces in the crowd, spring flowers beginning to bloom along weathered wooden buildings. Cinematic Western film, still, high quality, detailed. Two brothers in worn leather dusters standing on a wooden porch facing approaching outlaws. Peaceful determination in their expressions. Silver City buildings behind them. Soft morning light. Low-angle shot, emphasizing their commanding but non-threatening presence. Cinematic Western film, still. High quality, detailed. Silver miners working together in harmony. Former outlaws and lawmen side by side in deep mine shafts. Lantern light illuminating faces showing mutual respect. Silver ore glinting in the darkness. Wooden support beams framing the scene. Dust particles floating in light beams. Cinematic Western film still. High quality. Detailed. Jake Thompson, mediating a dispute between cowboys. His weathered face showing wisdom. Territorial officials watching from wooden chairs. Afternoon light streaming through saloon windows. Focus on hands resting peacefully instead of near guns. Cinematic Western film still. High quality. Detailed. Sweeping landscape vista showing connected frontier towns. Dusty trails linking Fort Worth to Tombstone. Riders carrying messages between settlements. Golden hour lighting. High aerial perspective showing vast Western territory. Cinematic Western film still. High quality. Detailed. Two brothers reading their mother's leather-bound journal by firelight. Native American medicine woman appears in flashback. Mystical twilight atmosphere. Split composition showing past and present. Sacred mountain landscape in background. Cinematic Western film still. High quality. Detailed. Catherine playing with children in Silver City's main street while Jake watches from distance. His expression softening. Samuel observing from shop doorway. Warm afternoon light. White picket fences. Blooming gardens. Focus on domestic tranquility. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed. Stone memorial at sunset. Old church ruins visible. Golden light illuminating carved inscription about silver and gold. Flowers and mementos left by visitors. Mountains in background. Low-angle shot emphasizing monument significance. Cinematic Western film, still. High quality, detailed. Travelers sharing stories around campfire. Silhouettes against starry sky. Silver City visible in distance. Warm firelight illuminating hopeful faces. Smoke rising into night air. Intimate camera angle capturing storytelling moment. Cinematic Western film, still. High quality, detailed. Thompson brothers standing on mountain ridge at dawn. Silver City sprawling below in morning mist. Silver light touching mountain peaks. Their figures in silhouette. Wide panoramic shot showing vast landscape. Sense of peace and achievement. Cinematic Western film still. High quality, detailed. A weathered ghost town at sunset. Two brothers embracing in front of a crumbling saloon. Warm golden light filtering through broken windows. Old mining equipment scattered nearby. Their mother's silhouette watching from above as a ghostly apparition. Rich amber and sepia tones. Mountains in background. Low-angle shot emphasizing emotional reunion. Cinematic Western film. Still, high quality, detailed.